elbow deep, and then I like the idea of knee to elbow connection, heel engaged on the ribs. Remember, we can start to like get going this way a little bit, which will help with the next move, right? If you want to get that shin shield, bringing them up, you could be forcing them that way, exposing the wrist, getting into the armpit here. Old school, we're just going to come over the top. Everything's going to come over the top here. And I'm going to keep going. Okay, I'm not going to go right back to where I came from my key. I'm going to keep going, pulling this guy's knee with me, putting him on his hip. You want to try to time it. Before his hip hits the floor, you take your leg out. I'm going to keep, on this one, I'm going to keep the leg on the bottom ear, right, and start to smash right here. Of course, homie's going to start to try to kick with his leg if I get him right there, so I can fold it over the top and start to trap right here too, and then I can like take this leg out, right? So his leg is over the top of my leg and underneath the bottom leg. And I can just trap. I like that rear naked choke grip here. There's a twist up, and then the hips are in. A bit of a toe hold here, maybe, but I think the knee bar, like especially if I trap here, where are you gonna go, Jay? Yeah, keep the knees. Something I've been really working on with Spencer is trying to keep the knees splayed open in these positions. Sometimes we want to be squeezing the knees together. Sometimes we want to be splaying the knees. And you find your knee bar right there. Okay, so same thing as Tuesday, just adding that last little leg trap. This happens again when the opponent's up, right? Maybe I'm able to break posture a little bit and then insert the K. Keep the heel engaged on the ribs. I like the idea of knee to elbow connection. You can be coming through the inside here, right? First way I learned this many years ago, coming over the top, and you kind of use that momentum. Got that gable grip. I'm kicking into his ribs with my shin, pulling the leg through. By the time I get here, maybe the knee bar will already be established. You need to, you can trap here, and then finally finish doing the table. One more time. Everybody see? Everybody see? You got it? You see? Frames, elbow deep, climbing through. And again, try to find different ways to kind of get to this position. Maybe off that cross arm, maybe off guillotine, attempt, they pop their shoulders up. You just need that exposure. You could be pushing with the shin, finding the wrist control, pushing some more, coming over. You got flexible, healthy knees. Maybe this can just come straight through, or you can use that momentum. Now when I get to here, my right side, that's my elbow deep side, that's connected to him. This is my free side. So I have my outside and my inside. I want to be pulling the leg and pushing with my shin, right? Putting some pressure on it to come out. I should be able to finish right here. If I feel his feet getting in my way, I'll trap. 5, 6, 7 minutes or so like this, and then we go a little different. On 2, 1. Again, right, thinking about my game, how to make it better. Right? I attempted this knee bar in tournament, I didn't get it. Killer instinct wasn't there, but there could have been like a better option. So I discussed with Coach Spencer, and he reminds me that we drilled all this 2 months ago. Coach, we did all this 2 months ago, but it was just a different entry. And so then we have to remember like how connected jiu-jitsu is. Almost every move will lead to the next move, right? And it doesn't really matter what the series is, you just have to find yourself in the right situation to get into your series, right? So it was just a different entry point for me. So we have the K-guard set up. Instead of coming all the way up and over, we're gonna go to our own foot to push them away, right? And this gets to this situation. Now, my bottom leg's coming through, or my top leg's coming up? My bottom leg's coming through.
So I think for this specific one, you don't want to push them away too much.
Because you need the space to get into here.
Exactly.
Okay, now we have outside ashi. So we get into this position. Okay? And of course, we could be attacking the foot a little bit here. But what we've been working is this top ushiro, which is really nice. Building up, getting all the way around the leg here, and hugging to this position. If they do nothing, toe hold, knee bar, bring this leg out. What's better than one leg? 2 legs, right? And so when I trap this leg, I'm falling to that side, correct? To here, right? And then we could be blocking up the legs. Maybe the nastiest of all the knee bars, the lat bar. So that's there. And then a really strong toe hold's there, depending. And this is like the they call the toe hold Kneebar dilemma. So back from the beginning. So we're going from the K-guard, right? And again, that's where like this can kind of come in play, where you can kind of stretch them out and get that leg through too, if you don't want to stack the feet, right? So now I'm here, the leg comes through, no big full rotation. Spencer, this hand, gonna come out?
Yeah. If it stays there, then there's back take, there's like pretzel polo options for them if they simply far.
So we go from that elbow deep grip to try to collect the foot here. And we're not gonna stay here long, we're gonna build up to this position here. 2 legs is better than 1. Collect, roll, and then start to play. Bring this leg up. Start to play with how you like your legs on top here, right? Controlling some kind of way. I'm still kind of playing a little bit. Have we decided if there's a superior?
I think this one is better than the other one just because they have less of an option to
split the legs. Then we get into another dilemma, the dilemma of the leg separation. So we attack the toe hold, we can attack the lat knee bar from this still outside ushiro. We just have a Sengaku now. Right? So all the things, and if you guys remember, maybe was it the end of last year? Coach Brady spent a few months kind of going through all of this. Again, with Coach Spencer's help, we kind of like figured out all the terminology. Us old school guys are trying to get into this new school stuff, right? So we have the K-guard. Maybe we're not thinking about going so deep with that hand anymore, right? To get the separation. The bottom leg comes through to get to your outside ushiro. Now we're here. Okay, the top side ushiro, we're spinning to the outside, trying to get as deep with this hand as we can. If that leg, go back to where you were. If the leg stays there, we just go right back to where we were, right? If the leg comes out, trap, we start to roll. We Sengaku the legs. Toe hold first. Toe hold first if we want. I'm not even going to show finishing details today. We'll get into that next week. But the knee bar is also there. Okay, one more time. And just play for a few minutes, and we'll play more next week, right? Trying to break the posture, kicking them out, freeing the leg, getting to the outside ushiro. Coming up, top side ushiro, some form of double trouble, right? Locking up the legs. Let's be just attacking the lat knee bar today. Everybody cool? Let's go try our best. On 2. 1.